Okay, so today on Outperform, we're gonna go over stiffness in the neck. So I suffered from a lot of chronic migraines for the past couple of months, and I just kind of chalked it up to being pulled on in jujitsu so much. And then as time began to go on, I started to realize that, man, I'm in a lot of pain here. And so even my wife suggested that maybe I should go get an MRI because there might be something seriously wrong. I had also suffered from a lot of concussions when fighting, so maybe all of that's coming to play now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you some stretches. So go ahead and shoot over to IGTV or YouTube and see the full-length video. So what I had to do was, well, first what I started doing is I started getting massages. Now, my massages are not like a typical Swedish massage. I have a special person that comes to my house or place of business. And Mr. Brian Head, phenomenal massage therapist, uses a lot of Eastern medicine techniques and practices. We did some ralphing, I did some grasping techniques, I did some ART, some extreme deep tissue, some cupping. I did a lot of different myofascial stretches and so on, and it did help a lot. I use him very often, especially when I had elbow problems, when I train a lot. But the pain just kind of kept coming back. And when it became a problem to where I never take meds and I had to take Advil on a consistent basis to get rid of the headaches, that's when I knew I had a serious problem at that point. So what I started to do was I also went to a chiropractor. Now this chiropractor adjusted me, worked on me, also did some cupping and some ART, and made a big difference, okay? But after like a couple of days or so, the headaches would kind of seem to come back. Now, as always, you get stuck into a routine and you don't think that what you do is wrong and so on. So I had to step back and evaluate myself and see, what am I doing on a consistent basis that could be a problem? Well, I'm like everybody else, I have a cell phone, so maybe my head's like this a little bit too much, all right? Plus my head's getting pulled on a lot and yanked on. Maybe my T-spine wasn't very mobile anymore, all right? Your thoracic spine is supposed to have a lot of play, okay? And so a lot of people get locked up into that Hunchback of Notre Dame look, okay? So I had to start opening myself back up. All right, how did I do that? Well, one technique I did use through two mentors of mine, business partners. One's an extremely close friend of mine. He's a Czech practitioner 3. He's a holistic coach. He's fucking this, he's fucking that. He's an osteopath. He practices ELDOA and many other special techniques to help others. And so his ELDOA techniques, between him and another man named Julian Kelty, also an osteopath, show me the ELDOA techniques for not just for my head, but for my body in general, just for where I'm messed up. They also worked with my wife. Believe it or not, they were working on her hip area to get rid of jaw pain. So, you know, your body's connected from head to toe, and so it is important that it's okay to, you know, stretch your chest and things like that, but there's multiple stretches you can do that align the whole body to work more efficiently. That's what ELDOA has done for me. It relieved a lot of the pain and the pressure. I'm not gonna show you those because I will butcher the shit out of them because I can't even practice them properly. So I don't want to show anything that's in an improper technique. If you're interested in this, I'll be more than happy to get one of my colleagues to come in here and do a video with me, and we will practice on a method, all right? So what I'm gonna show you today is the simple ones that you can do every day that I still do every other day because I don't like to tug on my neck a lot. And they're very simple. You can do them anywhere you want. You can do them sitting in a car at a red light if you really have, well, not really, because you really should hold it for like a minute, all right? So the first one is, I'm gonna come over and grab the side of my head. Now, it's important that when we do our stretches that we're never like this. okay? I want to be back, upright, all right? So I don't want a forward hip tilt. I'm gonna come over, grab my head, take my opposite arm and put it in the small of my back and pull down. Now look, see my shoulders up? I'm gonna try to drop my shoulder down and I wanna pull. I'm not trying to break my head. I'm not trying to rip it off. But I'm gonna hold that for a minute. I'm going to switch sides. Make sure I'm back, drop my shoulder, and pull. You can do a contrast and release technique, but still you need to hold it for a minute. After we do side to side, I'll turn. I'll turn my head all the way and I'll push. I'll hold that one. I'll do this way. I do this one a lot already. I kick back. And I'm gonna try to push my chin to the roof. It's gonna stretch everything right here. The next one, because of tension, I'm gonna take and I'm gonna push my chin in and tilt my head down. And from here I can pull. A minute may be hard. If you have pain, stop. Please don't break your neck. I don't know what your problem is. You may have herniated discs or so on, okay? If you don't have herniated discs, these are good stretches to do every day. Hold each one for a minute. Repeat them 2 to 3 times. You'll be amazed on how loose you'll feel and how if you have a headache, after a couple of minutes, it most likely will subside to the point where you won't need any more medicine.